Good morning and welcome to my presentation on understanding of how culture, ethnicity, diversity impact on the health behavior and of refugee in Australia. I would like to talk about how culture belief can impact on health behavior and practice of the refugee culture, health issues experienced by refugees, the effectiveness of the existing provision of healthcare to assess health issues, and possible strategies to address their physics or future improve the quality of healthcare. After World War II, there were a lot of refugees from other countries such as China, Vietnamese, Europe, and Middle East countries choose Australia to resettle. Furthermore, there are many causes why refugees leave their home country because of wars, race, religions, poverty, violence, natural disaster, and climate change. In addition, there are a variety of challenges to impact refugee life, such as language barrier, cultural difference, mental health trauma, PTSD, depression, and communicable disease, tuberculosis, malaria, and hepatitis. Now, I would like to talk about how cultural belief can impact on health behavior and practice. Cultural health beliefs influence the thinking, behaviors, and practice about health and health problem of refugees. In, in inequality instead of economic and social perspective is closely correlated with social factors such as gender, racial or cultural background, income, wealth, ethnicity, disability, status, or age in Australia. Refugees are from different countries, so many beliefs that influence their health, behavior, and practice. For Asian people, especially Vietnamese and Chinese, they prioritize spiritual healing over medical therapies based on their culture or religious belief. Additionally, culture practice about diet, hygiene, and traditional medicine can also hurt refugees' ability to follow the safety measure doctors suggest. However, in fact, there is not much research on spiritual healing that's why more research is needed on the issue for Vietnamese and Chinese refugees in the future. Secondly, refugees have faced significant health challenges, especially mental health and communicable disease. They often have mental health problems because they have been through stressful events like violence, wars, and oppression. The conditions are often serious because of the challenge of adapting to a new culture, language barrier, social isolation. For mental health disorder, 20 to 40% of Vietnamese and Chinese refugees may suffer from PTSD, and 9% of them suffer from depression, major depression in Australia. Additionally, refugees usually rush into religions with high risk of communicable disease, to malaria and hepatitis, and live in a poor condition during and after migration. Asian refugees account for 37% of communicable disease like tuberculosis and hepatitis B, the highest compared to other groups. Furthermore, lack of culturally sensitive mental health service and stigma lead to refugees having the high prevalence of mental health issue and communicable disease. Next, addressing mental health and communicable disease of refugees, healthcare are significant challenges. There are many healthcare programs and policy for refugees, such as mental health screening and health assessment in Australia. When refugees arrive in Australia, they are conducted a health assessment, including initial mental health evaluations and communicable disease. Furthermore, healthcare providers are trained to understand the cultural backgrounds and experience of refugees through communities like mental health community living supports for refugees. However, although services are available, refugees usually face barriers to accessing healthcare, including language barriers, lack of health knowledge, and discriminations. Additionally, healthcare provision is substandard due to limited budgets, lack of trained worker and cultural competences, especially mental health service for refugees are frequently under-resourced. To improve the quality of healthcare and address deficits for refugees, there are many possible strategies to implement. Firstly, cultural competency training for healthcare provider is an important strategy to improve the quality of healthcare for refugees. This training may cover cultural beliefs, health practice by understanding the cultural context of refugees. However, there is not much research for this strategy and lack of refugee perspective and insufficient attention to structure constraint are significant gaps in the future. Moreover, developing and implementing integrated healthcare system, including primary healthcare and healthcare for refugees. Healthcare for refugees lead to healthcare for refugees and social assistance for charity are one of the most significant strategies. Still, studies show that integrated primary healthcare with health service of refugees lead to improving the health outcomes, and refugees can be cared holistically. Additionally, changing the local system is necessary to provide the capacity for integrated care for refugees. In conclusion, addressing refugee health, particularly Vietnamese and Chinese people in Australia, requires a multidimensional strategy that considers their distinct cultural beliefs, major mental health issues, and communicable disease. Possible healthcare programs provide support, but cultural competency, language barrier, and underfunded mental health service remain. Cultural competency training for healthcare provider is important strategy to improve the quality of healthcare for refugees. However, there is not much research for this strategy. More research is needed in the future. Developing and implementing integrated healthcare system are one of the most significant strategies. Changing the local system is necessary to provide the capacity for integrated care for refugees. Thank you for listening.